we focused on each country. Now we are going to go to each country, for example, America. Now, much of America is blistering under an extreme heat wave this week. Many cities across America will see temperatures rise and stay at levels they have not experienced in 3 decades. Big cities to be affected include Chicago, Columbus, Albany, Syracuse, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., New York City, Hartford, and Boston. Now, Chicago broke the 1957 temperature record on Monday with a high of 97 degrees Fahrenheit, or that is around 36.1 degrees Celsius. The National Weather Service in Chicago said in a post on social media X that hot and muggy conditions will continue this week, with peak heat indexes near 100 Fahrenheit, and that is around 38 degrees Celsius. New York State Governor Kathy Hochul activated New York State's Emergency Operations Center ahead of a 4-day extreme heat event that is forecasted to hit the state beginning today. She also announced that New York State beaches and public pools will stay open early in time for people to enjoy them over the Juneteenth holiday.
This is going to be one for the ages. When you think about the fact that places normally very pleasant this time of year, like Syracuse and Ithaca, are going to have in excess of 106 real field degrees on their skin and how it feels to your body today. So that's what's even as early as Tuesdays.
The intense heat continues to persist into the week as a relentless heat dome envelopes eastern United States. Now, heat dome is a weather phenomenon where a high-pressure area is formed in the atmosphere. It traps hot air beneath like a lid trapping air in a pot. The pressure pushes air down into a hotter dome-shaped mass and prevents the milder weather systems from moving through. This heat dome creates prolonged periods of excessively high temperatures, adding to a heat wave.
This week's heat dome is centered over Maine and New Brunswick, Canada. So that's where the most intense departure from average is going to occur. They may see their hottest temperature on record for any month of the year in some locations there. But just because you're not under the center of the dome doesn't mean you're not going to get a heat wave. It's a large area that's going to be experiencing much above average high pressure. So very intense heat wave conditions are going to extend over 1,000 miles away from the center of that heat dome, all the way here to the Midwest.
The NOAA climate outlook for June 29th and July 12th shows an above-average likelihood of hotter than usual conditions across much of the country. This includes areas affected by the ongoing heat wave. Scientists are still analyzing how rising temperatures in the atmosphere and ocean are impacting wildfires in the state. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Teherani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
A heat wave is expected to hit the northeast region this week, with temperatures here in New York City expected to reach the high 90s. New York Mayor Eric Adams announced that the city will activate its heat emergency plan, opening cooling centers and converting hydrants into sprinklers to help residents stay cool. The city has also released a map of air-conditioned public spaces, such as libraries and museums, where people can seek relief from the heat. Officials are urging residents to take precautions and check on vulnerable neighbors, as heat-related illnesses can be deadly. Officials also say that individuals should be mindful about their pets as well. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.